Hey guys, it's General Nerd here, and today we're going to be doing Terminator 2 Judgment Day Cybernetic Dawn Part 2. And I know it's been a while since I last posted Part 1, like 2-3 weeks ago. I've been busy with school and taking care of my family and whatnot. I've been pretty busy, and so now I'm just glad I'd be able to be posting again. It's really fun. And so where we last left off in part one is that it takes place right after T2. John and Sarah are gonna go see the Dysons again to kind of reconcile for what happened to Miles Dyson, because to give Sarah closure, and the Weatherby saw the arm from the T-800 that was left of the steel mill, and he believes Sarah Connor now. He's going to Dr. Silverman at Pescadero to ask what he knows about the Terminators and Sarah Connor. And we see here, Dr. Silverman, he's recalling the events of Terminator 1. This picture right here is from the first Terminator movie, where the Terminators killing all the cops at the police station in 1984. They ask him what he knows about Sarah Connor, what he thinks of the person who killed all those cops 10 years ago. He says that he thought that, he says that there was someone definitely trying to kill Sarah, but he thought it was a deranged sibling or an ex-boyfriend or something, not an actual machine. And Silverman didn't really believe her until now, because if you, in Terminator 2, when the T-800 and John broke Sarah out of Pescadero, Silverman saw all the T-1000 go through the bars, and he was literally in shock, and now he believes Sarah and the Terminators, and now he's been put in as a patient. So yeah, you can see now he's crazy. And Mossberg, am I saying that right? You know what, doesn't matter. I was asking, you really believe Sarah? And he's like, yeah, I believe her, but I'm not sure I want to. And I wouldn't blame him either, because, if anything Sarah says is true about the Terminators, which it is, then, it's the apocalypse. Okay, so here we have a street gang. They're hanging out, loitering. And then we see the Terminators from part 1, in the end of part 1. The T-1000 in the middle, while the two T-800s are on the sides, and, hey, what y'all doing here on our turf? Get off our turf. And you should know, not to mess with Terminator, or else, they'll kill you, like that. And that's, from one of the T-800s. But the T-1000, is worse. Yeah, you can see she literally sticks knives through out his head. Sorry, kids. So, yeah. After they kill the street gang, they go to the trunks of one of their cars, and they use their weapons so they can hunt down the John and Sarah. Then we cut to the Dyson safe house, and John and Sarah are staking out the place. They follow the FBI cars from the Dyson's home all the way to here, so that's how they were able to get there. And they're and Sarah's staking it out through her binoculars, and here we see Mrs. Dyson being questioned by the feds, and she's basically telling them that she doesn't really know anything about what happened between Sarah and Mr. Dyson, and she keeps telling them that the notes are destroyed and they're gone, and she's grieving because she has to keep telling her kids their dad isn't coming back. She's really grieving right now, and she wants the feds out of her sight. She can't really stand the questions anymore. She tells them to get the hell out of here. And she, and now it says she wants to get out here. Then we cut to the steel mill, and the head of the company that's trying to revive Dyson's work is there. She's taking one last look at the crime scene before they open it to the public. Here we see where the arm from the T-800 was supposed to be. She's describing how it must have felt being trapped in there. Its arm trapped in there. Did it feel pain and whatnot? And then the T-1000 appears, and it kills the head of the company and takes her place. And she says, like there was nothing to see, like to the foreman or something. And then we cut back to the Connors taking out the Dysons, and John wakes up and he goes out to stretch his legs, like, you know, because he's been in the car for hours, and like, he goes to the cop in the car, or maybe the Fed agent. My bad. And he mouths to Sarah, "Check out this sleeping beauty," and she's like, "Oh my god." And, you know, John goes in the lobby, and then he sees the Dysons, and the Dysons see him like, "What are you doing?" They're like to each other, "What are you doing here?" And then they see John sees the feds, and they're like, "We gotta book it." And then Sarah's like, "What's taking him so long?" And they're like, "Mom, we gotta get out of here." Sorry, my bad. Alright. And they're like, and the feds are like, stop him. And then Sarah comes in and like breaks the doors off of that guy's car. And John's like, "Whoa." Oh, and then Sarah's like, "Get in." And then the feds are like, "Connor, it's Connor. Connor, we gotta go after her." And he calls them like all units, like all Fed units, and, you know, all the cops. I was like Miss Dyson's like freaking out, like, "Oh my god, they're gonna catch us." And it's like Sarah's like, "They won't." And then we have Weatherby and Mossberg. They're just finishing up their meal, and they get the call about Sarah Connor being on the run with the Dysons, and Weatherby is like, "We gotta get there before the feds do, so we can talk to Connor." But what they don't know, like, is that a Terminator's nearby, one of the T-800s. He's hearing everything from the police radio, and he's like, now he knows what the Connors are. So now the Connors and the Dysons are being hunted by the feds, Weatherby and Mossberg and the Terminator. The Terminator is the one they should fear most. And the Terminator like wreaks havoc on the Fed cars, and we got get this under control. And so Sarah and John are you know, still like on the chase from the cops. I was like John, Sarah's like, "John, do you have your seatbelt on?" And he's like, "Yes, mother, I have my seatbelt on." And she's like, "Good." And she drives into an alley to get away from the cops, and Miss Dyson's freaking out. She's like, "Oh my god, you're gonna kill us, just like you killed Miles." And then they turn around and see Weatherby, and she believes her and everything she says. And then Sarah's like, "Oh man, we're trapped." And Sarah gets out her gun and points at that Weatherby, and she's like, "Get out of the way." And Weatherby's like, "So, Sarah, I believe you. I believe everything you said about the Terminators." And she and that Weatherby wants to help them. And Sarah's like, I don't believe you. You're a cop. You'll say anything to get me arrested." And Weatherby's like, "What can I do to believe you?" But before Sarah could answer, Weatherby gets shot, but not by the feds, but by a Terminator. And Sarah's like, "God help me." And because since the Terminator's back, that means that, you know, though they didn't win, and Dyson died for nothing. And so John gets to cover, and the Terminator, you know, keeps shooting. And that's the end of part 2. I'll post part 3 as soon as I can. And thank you all for watching, and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, thank you. Peace.